It is February 2nd. Probably about 9 o'clock. It is 1 week and 2 days post chemotherapy round 2. They lowered the dose this time, so the symptoms were better. I wasn't as strong though. I felt like the first round was really, really hard, and the symptoms were just absolutely out of control, but I had the will and the physical strength and the determination to just fight through it, and I just muscled through a lot of it, and it, because a lot of the meds, they give you a lot of meds to kind of help manage things, but a lot of the meds would, have other symptoms and make me feel worse or not help, or, so meds weren't really, the oral medication that they sent home with you wasn't doing a lot for me. But I got through it. This time, I just didn't have the fight. I just didn't have the strength. I was so fatigued, and I was a little emotional this time because, I knew how bad it could get, so that day going in, they gave me sedative and some Benadryl, and it really, looped me up a little, helped me get through treatment, but I was still feeling just a little overwhelmed, and I just feel like I didn't have the fight in me. I spent a couple days with my mother in Vancouver, and she kind of babied me, which I felt like I needed. And I had chemotherapy on Thursday, and then the next 3 days in a row, I'd end up back at the hospital to get intravenous medication, because the oral stuff I'm just having such a hard time with. It makes the nausea worse, I seem to have more symptoms with them, like migraines and just weird things. So those 3 days I went in, I got fluids, I got all that stuff, and that helped a lot. The third day, Sunday, I was running a low-grade temperature. Let's see, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember which day right now, was a low day. It hit me pretty hard. I was getting green stuff up out of my lungs and snot, and today is the first day I feel like I'm finally overcoming all of that. I'm finally coming out on top again. I'm feeling like I might bounce back from this one a little faster. Had I not gotten sick, because I got like bronchitis or something, had I not got that, I probably would have been bounced back even faster. But it just kind of, a lot compiled, and it was just, it just killed me. Obviously, I'm like the alien from Star Trek now, so, and I'm actually surprisingly okay with it. I mean, I'm not that upset about it now. I know it'll come back and I look weird, but I don't feel as horrible as I did, and that to me is worth so much right now. It's wonderful. So I have to have notes here because the chemo brain, they tell you in the beginning that you'll get chemo brain. It's gotten so bad. It's so bad. I can't even express to you how bad chemo brain is. Like I'll lose something and I'll start panicking, trying to find something, trying to figure out what I did with it. This is really important. Like I had a payroll check a few days ago, and I was going to go to the bank with it, and I had my wallet, and then suddenly I couldn't find it, and I spent like half an hour freaking out trying to find it. It was in my hand the whole time, and yeah, I can't seem to function on a normal level. Yeah, I can't even really describe it. I'm having even a hard time communicating intelligent, well, see, I don't know. I don't know if it gets worse. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. Someone's gonna have to keep me on a leash and like keep a muzzle on me and mittens and stuff. It's gonna be crazy. But anyway, what they tell me at the hospital is that this particular treatment has been around for like almost 30 years now. It was experimental like 20 some odd years ago, and this has become kind of a standard. This adriamycin, that red one you see me get, and the Cytoxin, the one that's up the little one in the drip bag. So they've got a pretty consistent and effective treatment method, or I'm having a hard time again. they've got it so they can manage it really well for people, the symptoms. Yes, there is still a 2% group, 2% of all the patients that are on this are hypersensitive, and they have a hard time all the way through treatment. They're either allergic to it, or their body chemistry is different, or I am allergic to the adriamycin, so they have to pre-drug me with a ton of different stuff. So when they go in on a treatment day, we are there. Let's see, usually start at 9:30 to get blood work and meet with the oncologist, and then I go down to treatment. And they pre-treat me, put all the intravenous pre-drugs in me for 2 hours. Last time I think they did 3 because they wanted to make sure it was in, and they did it slow and make sure everything was okay. And then they do chemo really slow and chemo can take up to 5 hours for someone who's sensitive and having a hard time or is allergic, for them to infuse it in you. So it is a long time to stay in the hospital, but it has to be done that way, otherwise I'm going to have, things will be even worse. Shoot, I lost my train of thought. Some of the symptoms I've been having. Everything from, the chemo brain right now is the worst. I can't function. I just can't function. I'm supposed to go back to work on Monday, and every time I've worked, so far since chemo, I've not been real productive, and it's frustrating for me, because, I want to work, I want to do something, I want to, help the people that I'm working with, I want to be useful. And I'm sure it's frustrating for the people that I work with, because they're like, well, if we're going to do your job, you might as well not be here. We may not be paying you. So I'm hoping it will get better, but so far it's gotten worse. So that symptom has gotten worse. I have been more and more confused and more difficulty communicating and doing simple things and remembering things. And like the other day, I forgot, what was it? It was something important, something like my phone number or my address or something. I couldn't remember it. It just wasn't there. It was frightening. And I'm having a lot of these moments where it's actually scaring me, because I'm, something that you never even think about, you take for granted, it's gone. And I can't find it. It's freaking me out. So I'm really hoping that it's going to get better. But so far it's been getting worse. So I'll keep you updated on that. Other symptoms are, let's see, like we have the nausea, of course, which has been better this round. You get this metal taste in your mouth. First time it was all the time. Like the first treatment, I had everything taste like metal for a week and a half solid. It was just very few things. Cheese was like the only thing that I could really taste. Cheese stuffed with tomato, a couple other things. I can't remember what they are now. But everything else was just metallic. I'm finding I can't tolerate sugar right now. It makes the tremors worse because I'm having tremors. It makes it worse, and anything with sugar tastes really metally to me. I seem to like things that are salty better, which is the opposite of how I usually am. I'm very much a sweet tooth, so it's weird. Tingling. I've been getting this weird neurological tingling thing. The week after treatment, my fingers kind of want to tingle in my feet, and it's weird. Yeah, you get the tingling, you get mouth sores, which have been a lot better this time. I have some like all-natural mouthwash, and I have popsicles, and those help a lot. If you use mouthwash, for the mouth sore thing, make sure it doesn't have alcohol in it, or another chemical that I can't pronounce. It'll hurt, it'll make it a lot worse. I have dry mouth all the time, which is kind of a good thing because it motivates me to drink more fluids, and the more fluids I drink, definitely the better I feel. And water's the best. I've been drinking a lot of ginger ale. I'm trying to get it without corn syrup because I seem that corn syrup's so sugary, it really makes the tremors worse. So, I have found like Thomas Kemper's is sweetened with honey, and that one really helps because it makes the nausea kind of go away. It helps with the kind of the heartburn and indigestion you get constantly as well. And yeah, obviously you lose your hair, so what do you do? My eyes have been like really, like everything's all dried up here. Like my eyes will get, like I'll wake up in the morning, I feel like my tongue is swollen and stuck to the roof of my mouth. My eyes are like sticky and like crusted shut, and it's just gross. It's just gross. So I've gone to carrying around eye drops, lip gloss, a water bottle, and that kind of helps, you know, keep it in check on bad days. But the headaches and body aches I've been getting a lot. I didn't get as much as the bone pain this time with the Lunesta. When your body's making white blood cells, you'll get bone pain. I got a lot of that the first time. This time I didn't feel that as much, and I'm not sure if I was just not aware or it seemed better this time. So, but I have body aches a lot, just like muscle soreness and achy joints and that sort of thing. I get hot flashes and chills. So one minute I'll be on fire and ripping off layers and dying, and then the next minute I'm like I'm out in a snowstorm or something. I'm like shaking and my teeth are chattering and I'm trying to put everything over me that I can find. So, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes it'll happen within a matter of moments, and there's no environmental change at all. It'll just switch like that. And I'll be in the car, or I'll be in bed, or other times I'll be like that. I'll be one way all morning, and then all evening I'll feel the other way, and it's really odd. I have no idea, no idea. I have had some of the constipation issue, but the more fluids you get, the better that is. They gave me the stool softener, so use that when I have to, and yogurt. That helps. I think my boyfriend's brother said something about that Activia stuff. It's true. So, yeah. The weird thing, though, is every time I take like a hot bath or a shower, this incision, this section right here, where it's all scab, in the way it's kind of like tiered open, it keeps opening up and like stuff will come out of it. It's like thick, white, sticky. The nurse said it wasn't pus because it would be yellow or green. So I don't know something keeps coming out of it, and I don't know. It's not infected, she says, so maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. So upcoming stuff, let's see. Since I'm finally, this is all gone, kind of a canvas now, I have a friend that's kind of a senior member of the fencing school that I am a part of. And he gave me the idea and some money to have henna done up, around my head. So I'm hopefully in the next week or so, I got to get that information about him, but hopefully I'll be able to show you, that, because that I think would be really cool. So that's the plan for the next week. I'm going to look into that and hopefully get that done in about a week or so. I also still need to make an appointment for the naturopathic doctor. I keep forgetting that. I'm in so many other things. Round 3 with chemotherapy will be February 14th. So, what do you do? The oncologist, I met with her just a few days ago, this last Thursday. My numbers were all pretty good. They were low, but they were in a good space, or close to normal or something. She was happy, so she was a little concerned about my cough and about just wanting to keep an eye on this thing because it seemed to open up there. She said that now that I'm in the process of chemo, this is it could just be a matter of it's taking longer to heal. So, all your body's resources are being used to deal with all this other stuff, so this is just going to take longer to, fully close up. And so, but otherwise she was pretty happy with where I was this time. I don't believe there's anything else that I can think of, but I can't think of much right now, so... any questions or anything, let me know. Thanks for keeping up to speed, and hopefully these are not getting worse, because I know I'm not making a whole lot more sense anymore, but I'm trying. Yeah, I guess that's it. So, more pending.